Croatia. People say this place is for luxury travelers only. Blue seas, old towns, hidden islands, just for a fancy check-in before flying home. But no, Croatia is not a place to burn money for fake living. This is where you can sit and eat fresh oysters, drink local wine, sleep in a vineyard homestay, kayak to a deserted island, all without spending more than $150 a day. This is a detailed travel guide video for anyone planning a trip to Croatia. If you want to travel independently, save money, and explore like a local, then this is the complete travel documentary for you. Reasons you should go. Croatia is the perfect destination if you want to see the true beauty of the Mediterranean and old European charm. A small country, but it has blue seas, ancient towns, and islands. You can walk on the Dubrovnik city walls, hear the waves crashing on the rocks right below, look up to see rows of red rooftops. Far away is the calm Adriatic Sea. If you love exploring, you can take a ferry to Vis Island. The sea here is clean, less crowded, and in the afternoon you can watch the sun set into the sea. If you come to Croatia in winter or early in the year, don't miss Rijeka Carnival, the liveliest festival during the cold days. Thousands of locals and tourists wear masks, colorful costumes, transform into characters, and pour into the streets, parading and dancing from afternoon until midnight. Leaving the coastal cities. Head north. Plitvice Lakes awaits with emerald lakes, waterfalls flowing from limestone cliffs. Walking on wooden paths across the lake, you will see fish swimming right below your feet, hear birds singing in the oak forest. Everything you just saw is only the beginning. The most surprising experiences are waiting for you in Part 6. Don't miss it. Best time and season to visit. Croatia has its own beauty all year round. Each season gives you a reason to pack your bags. Whether you love the blue sea, wine tasting, or simply wandering old streets with no crowds. Spring, March, May. Cool weather, mild sun, green everywhere. You can rent a car and drive along the Istria hills. Visit stone villages, olive gardens, vineyards. Don't forget Mali Stone Oyster Festival. Sit by the port, eat fresh oysters with a squeeze of lemon. Sip a glass of white wine. That's enough to remember Croatia. Summer, June, August. Peak season. The Adriatic Sea is the liveliest. Dubrovnik Summer Festival turns the old town into an open-air stage. At night, you can walk on the city walls, listen to music, watch lanterns hanging along the streets. If you love parties, go to Pag Island. Rave at Sonus Festival by the beach all night long. Autumn, September, October. The sea is still beautiful but quieter. Costs are lower. Istria enters truffle season. You can join a truffle hunt tour, then enjoy pasta right at the garden. This is also wine and chestnut festival season. The night is chilly. Holding a glass of red wine listening to live music outdoors is worth a try. Winter, November, February. Croatia. In winter is quiet. Tickets are cheaper. Zagreb is famous for its sparkling Christmas market, mulled wine and sweet treats all over the streets. Dubrovnik is also less crowded. The old town is open and spacious for walking without pushing through crowds. If you want to enjoy a truly private Croatia, come in this season. Hey you, where are you from? I want to know which city you're watching our video from. Please leave a comment so we don't feel lonely. One small action, but it's a big motivation for us to make more videos. Thank you and love you so much. And to step foot in Croatia, first you need to book your flight tickets. In the next part, I'll share some tips to hunt for tickets to Croatia at up to 40% off. Stay tuned. Flights, visa, and entry. Croatia is increasingly attracting American travelers thanks to its stunning Adriatic coastline, the famous old town of Dubrovnik, and reasonable costs compared to many other European countries. For a smooth trip, the travel guide below will help you with detailed information on flights, visas, and entry documents. Popular routes and airlines. From the US, you can easily fly to Zagreb, Split, or Dubrovnik. Some airlines often chosen by American travelers: Lufthansa, Air France, connecting flights via Frankfurt, Paris. Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways, layovers in Istanbul, Doha, generous standard baggage allowance. You can also fly into Ljubljana, Slovenia, or Trieste, Italy, and then take a bus or train to Croatia for more flexible plans. Booking tips. Book 3 to 6 months in advance to get good rates. You can save 20–30%, especially in peak season, summer. Be flexible with arrival cities, Zagreb, Split, Dubrovnik, or fly to a nearby hub to cut costs. Flying midweek, Tuesday-Thursday, is usually 10–20% cheaper than weekends. Watch for promotions from Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways. Sometimes they offer 30–40% off plus checked luggage. Cheap ticket tools. Skyscanner, Google Flights. Easy to compare prices and pick the cheapest days. Hopper predicts ticket prices and alerts you when prices drop. Kayak, Momondo. Filter tickets by layover times and airlines. Visa and entry documents. U.S. travelers don't need a visa for stays under 90 days, within 180 days. Starting mid-2025, you'll need to register for ETIAS, about €7 fee, valid for 3 years. Passport must be valid for at least 6 more months. Printed hotel confirmation, return ticket, and travel insurance will help you clear immigration faster. Entry tips. Bring some small cash, EUR or kuna, depending on the time. Follow rules on bringing food, alcohol, medicine. Check cash limits to avoid carrying over the allowed amount. Immigration officers may ask for your itinerary. Just confidently show your printed documents. And when your plane touches down in Croatia, the real trip begins. If you don't want to burn your wallet on airport taxis, feel lost buying a SIM card, or get confused finding your way through Dubrovnik's old streets, then don't miss the small but super useful tips in the next part. What to do after landing. Once you set foot in Croatia, don't rush into your adventure right away. Take a few minutes to prepare some small but important things with this travel guide. It'll help your trip start smoothly and stress-free. Get a 4G SIM or rent Wi-Fi. Croatia has wide 4G coverage, and travel SIM cards are easy to buy right at Zagreb, Split, or Dubrovnik airports. Popular options: A1 Croatia, Hrvatski Telekom, packages of 10-20 GB, valid for 2-3 weeks, cost around $15–30. If your phone supports eSIM, you should pre-install an international eSIM like AirAlo. No need to swap physical SIMs. Exchange. Some cash. Croatia has used the euro, EUR, since 23. Credit cards are accepted almost everywhere, from supermarkets, trams, taxis, to small cafes. Still, you should exchange about 5,100 EUR in cash to shop at markets, tip, or for remote areas where cards may not work. The airport exchange rate is usually not great, so only change what you need and withdraw more at ATMs in town. Download essential apps: HNS Etiquette, buy tram, bus tickets in Zagreb, Croatia. Bus. Check intercity bus schedules. Uber or Bolt. Popular ride apps, clear pricing, avoid scams. Google Maps. A must for walking around Dubrovnik's or Split's old towns, since the streets are narrow and easy to get lost in. Getting from the airport to the city center. Most international airports like Zagreb, Split, and Dubrovnik are not far from the city center, with 3 common options. Taxi/Uber. Convenient and fast, but pricier, about $30–50 per trip. Shuttle bus. Cheap, around $6–10 one way. Runs regularly. Stops at the main station or large bus terminals. Rent a car. Very popular if you plan to drive around Istria or Dalmatia. You'll need an international driving permit and a credit card for the deposit. Small tips and notes. In big cities like Zagreb, Split, or Dubrovnik, trams and city buses are very easy to use. Buying tickets at kiosks beforehand is cheaper than paying on board. For airport taxis, use the app or official counters. Avoid random drivers at the exit to prevent being overcharged. During peak travel season, July-August, airports can be crowded, so having shuttle tickets or a pre-booked ride will save you waiting time. Everything's ready. Now it's time to start your journey. But where to go first? And which area is the most convenient to stay? In the next part, I'll share a suggested 7-day Croatia itinerary that's easy to follow, time-saving, and includes stay ideas. From bustling old towns, seaside villas, to vineyard homestays. So your trip is comfortable and truly memorable. Itinerary and accommodation. Suggestion for 7 days. In Croatia, accommodation is not just a place to sleep. It's also how you get a feel for the coastal lifestyle. You can pick a hotel right in the old town for easy walks, rent a villa by the sea so your group can cook together, or stay at a small homestay surrounded by Istria vineyards. In this travel vlog, I'll suggest places that fit the vibe of the trip you're looking for. Croatia travel route. 7 days, days 1–2. Zagreb, Old Town, Banja Luka, Dolak Market, Museum of Illusions, Plitvice Lakes. Days 3 to 4, Zadar, Sea Organ, Sun Salutation, Split, Diocletian's Palace, Fish Market. Seaside Cafes Days 5 to 6, Hvar, Fortica, Pakleni Islands, Dubrovnik, Old City Walls, Lokrum, Sea View Cafes Day 7, Pula, Amphitheater, Pelješac, Wine Cellars, Vineyards. Days 1 month 2, Zagreb, Plitvice Lakes. On your first day in Zagreb, you can start by strolling around the old town. The small downtown area is walkable, full of corners, with an old European vibe. A familiar stop is Banja Luka Square, the city's main square with lots of cafes setting up outdoor tables where locals sit to sip coffee and chat. Nearby is Dolak Market, where you can drop by to pick up fresh fruit, pastries, or local snacks to take with you. If you want a change of scene, check out the Museum of Illusions right in the center. The museum isn't huge, but it's fun, with plenty of visual tricks and cool photo spots. Good if you're with friends. You can then head to Tkalčićeva Street, the liveliest pedestrian street in Zagreb. Both sides are lined with beer bars and local eateries. Order a beer or a glass of wine, plus a plate of grilled meat, sausages, fries, or cevapi. Grilled minced meat served with bread and raw onions. On day 2 from Zagreb, you head down to Plitvice Lakes, Croatia's most famous national park. The drive takes about 2-3 hours. Once there, buy an entrance ticket. Prices vary by season, usually from $30 to $45 depending on whether it's peak or off-season. All you need are comfortable walking shoes and water. Then just follow the wooden trails. The lakes are emerald green, the water's clear, and there are waterfalls everywhere. Each spot is beautiful. Inside the park, there are a few small eateries selling sandwiches, drinks, and pastries. Not a huge selection, but enough to fill you up. If you want to save money, you can bring your own snacks, fruit, or sandwiches. You can stay overnight near the park. There are many homestays and small local cabins around Plitvice, costing about $50 to $100 per night. The rooms are simple but clean. Many places have a small kitchen or a garden where you can sit and have tea or dinner with your friends. It's clean and quiet, and the next morning, you're ready to hit the road without waking up too early for a long drive. Days 3 to 4, Zadar, Split. After a night in Plitvice, you drive down to the coast in Zadar, which takes about 2 hours. This city is small and seaside, not too crowded, so it's easy to walk around. Once here, just head to the coast and listen to the sea organ. Stone steps that make natural music as the waves hit them, which sounds strange but relaxing. Nearby is the sun salutation, where in the evening lots of people gather to watch the sunset. The glass floor absorbs sunlight during the day and lights up with colors at night. Kids run around, adults sit by the sea, have ice cream, take photos. If you have more time, you can walk into Zadar's old town, drop by some small seafood spots, try a bit of local food, and stay overnight right in the center for convenience. The next morning, continue driving down to Split. This leg takes about 1.52 hours, following the coastal road with nice views on both sides. You can stop along the way at small roadside cafes or viewpoints to rest and snap a few photos before moving on. When you reach Split, you'll find Diocletian's Palace right in the heart of the city. This is not just a Roman ruin. People still live and do business here daily. Inside the old stone walls are cafes, ice cream shops, souvenir stores, apartments, and local homes. If you enjoy markets, check out Split Fish Market. It's not big, but you'll see all kinds of fresh seafood locals buy early in the morning to take home. Split's pace is slow. Once you've walked around, find a seaside cafe, order a coffee or beer, grab a plate of fried seafood, relax, then head back to your hotel. After a day exploring the beach and Old Town, you can stay right inside Split's Old Town if you like the lively vibe. For example, the Heritage Hotel Antique Split is right inside Diocletian's Palace. It's cozy, and you step right out into cafes and bars, costing about $120 or $160 per night. If you prefer something quieter but still close to the sea, try Hotel Villa Diana or Riva Luxury Suites. Both right by the port, many rooms have balconies with sea views, a small kitchen to cook for yourself, around $110 to $150 per night, easy to walk to the center, but still open and airy. Got your eye on a destination but don't know where to start? Comment its name below. We'll plan an itinerary, estimate costs, and make a full travel vlog just for you. Who knows, your dream trip might be our next video on this channel. Thank you, and love you lots. Days 5 to 6. Hvar and Dubrovnik leaving Split. You can take a ferry to Hvar, one of Croatia's most famous islands, popular for its clear waters and Mediterranean vibe. As soon as you arrive, you can rent a scooter or bicycle to ride around. The coastal roads are open with spots looking down on blue bays. One must-see is Fortica, an old fortress up on a hill. Climb a few stone steps for a view of Hvar town with its red roofs by the blue bay and the small islands dotting the sea. Near the port, you can rent a small wooden boat or speedboat to visit the Pakleni Islands. Small, undeveloped islands with clean beaches and clear water. Just bring a towel, light snacks, a few beers or juice cans for a picnic on your own rocky beach. The next morning, head back to the mainland and continue to Dubrovnik. This old city is famous for its stone walls surrounding the old town. Plan at least a few hours to walk along them, look down at the red roofs, blue sea, and stone streets below. For a change of scene, you can buy a boat ticket to Lokrum Island, just about 15 minutes offshore. Many people bring food for a picnic, relax under trees, or lay on the rocks right by the water. Back in Dubrovnik's old town, you can drop by a small restaurant by the city wall, like Taj Mahal Old Town, a Bosnian spot known for grilled meat and sausages, or Konoba Dubrava, a local place for roasted meat and grilled seafood. If you want a sea view, try Panorama Restaurant and Bar right at the top of the cable car. Have dinner, order grilled fish or stuffed squid, and look over the old town and the Adriatic Sea. For a comfy stay, in Hvar you can pick a small villa or guest house with a sea view. Many places have balconies, sun decks, and a private kitchen, costing about $120 to $180 per night. Close to the port, so it's easy to rent a boat for island hopping. In Dubrovnik, if you like the buzz, stay right inside the old town. You'll be steps away from bars and cafes, around $150 to $200 per night. If you prefer something quieter, check out Gruž or Lapad. Lots of homestays and family-run apartments for about $80 or $130 per night. You'll still have easy access to taxis or buses to the old town and be close to the sea or local fish markets. Day 7. Pula and Peljašak, a gentle end to the journey. On the last day, you can visit Pula, a small city in Istria, known for the Pula Amphitheater, a Roman arena that's still quite intact. Take a bit of time to walk around the arena, go inside if you'd like, listen to old gladiator stories, snap a few photos, then wander into the nearby old town and find a small cafe for a coffee and a plate of seafood pasta or anchovy salad. Very common dishes in this coastal region. After Pula, drive down to the Peljašak Peninsula, Croatia's famous wine region. On the way, stop at a small wine cellar and try a glass of Plavak Mali, the local red wine specialty. Some places will also serve a simple plate of cheese, cured meats, and bread with olive oil. Simple, but enough to taste the local flavor. By late afternoon, pick up a few bottles of wine, some sea salt, or olive oil as gifts. If you still have time, find a roadside cafe, sip coffee, and look out over the rolling vineyards. If you have an early flight the next day, you can stay at a small hotel in Pula or pick a homestay near the vineyards in Peljašak. Quiet, clean, and comfortable enough to close out your trip. Must-have booking apps. When traveling, CroatiaBooking.com. Easy to use, the most popular. Offers everything from budget hostels, old town apartments to seaside villas, flexible for changes or cancellations. Airbnb. Great if you want a private apartment, cabin, or small villa, especially when traveling with friends or family. Agoda. Often chosen for comparing hotel prices. Many good deals, especially in bigger cities like Zagreb, Split, Dubrovnik. Hostel World. Best for travelers who prefer hostels or dorm beds. Handy if you're solo and want to meet other international travelers. Budget-friendly and easy to book. Croatia isn't just about the blue Adriatic or Dubrovnik's old town packed with tourists. It's full of local experiences that, once you know them, will make you want to come back again. So, let's see what else Croatia has waiting for you on your very first visit. Must-visit places and unique experiences. In this travel documentary journey, we'll step into a different Croatia, where sea and mountains appear together, and every experience is tied to the Mediterranean breeze, white cliffs, and the coastal rhythm of life. Discover Skywalk Biokovo. Conquer the Dinaric Alps. If you come to Croatia in summer, don't miss Skywalk Biokovo, a glass walkway hanging along Biokovo Mountain, part of the Dinaric Alps range. You'll walk along rocky slopes, stand on a transparent glass floor, looking down at the deep Adriatic Sea right under your feet. Here, you can enjoy light trekking, admire the panoramic view of mountains, blue sea, and tiny fishing villages in the distance, or simply stand still and take in the mountain air. Usually you'll go with a small group, with a local guide ready to share stories about the nature here and ensure safety during your walk. Rent a kayak. Go fishing and picnic on a hidden island. From May to September, you can rent a kayak in Croatian coastal villages, paddle out to small, untouched islands close to shore. You'll go with your travel partner or a guide. Bring a fishing rod, snacks, then pick a quiet, rocky, or sandy spot for a picnic. If you're lucky, you might catch fish, grill them right there, and watch the clear Adriatic Sea stretch out in front of you. The trip usually lasts 3 to 5 hours, perfect for small groups with life jackets and safety gear provided. This is an experience you don't have to imagine, because the feeling of having your own island will be right under your feet. Leaving behind the crowded beaches and bustling coastal streets, this journey will take you closer to Croatia's culture and flavors, where music echoes in Dubrovnik's old town or the scent of roasted chestnuts drifts through the narrow streets of Istria. Dubrovnik Summer Festival. If you come to Croatia in summer, you should check out the Dubrovnik Summer Festival, the biggest arts festival here. At this time, the old town turns into an open-air stage, with plays, music, and dance performed right on squares, stone steps, and cobblestone alleys. In the evening, you can sit outside, order a glass of wine, and listen to music rising among the red rooftops and sea breeze. The vibe here isn't too loud, but lively enough and natural enough for you to feel that summer in Dubrovnik is totally different from other days. Chestnut Marunata Festival. Held in October, Marunata is the sweet chestnut festival that people in Lovran and the Istria region look forward to every year. When you come here, the whole small town feels like an outdoor chestnut market. Locals bring roasting stoves to the sidewalks, roast chestnuts, serve cakes, and pour new wine for guests. The smell of roasted chestnuts drifts through the streets. It's hard to walk by without grabbing a bag of hot chestnuts to snack on while strolling. Many families also set up stalls selling honey, snacks, and local wine. You'll see locals and tourists gathering around wooden tables, standing to eat, sip wine, and listen to folk music. The atmosphere here is simple, relaxed. Just people, glowing charcoal stoves, and the warm chestnut aroma carried on the autumn breeze. After the festival days, the journey in Croatia slows down, becomes more intimate. This is when you can taste things yourself, hear locals tell stories, and feel the flavors of this place in the simplest way. Join a wine, truffle, and olive oil tasting tour in Pelješac and Istria. If you want to know what the Mediterranean really tastes like, spend an afternoon on a tour tasting Plavak Mali wine, truffles, and olive oil in Pelješac or Istria. You'll be guided through vineyards on the hillsides. Visit small, family-run wine cellars. The owners will usually pour you a few wine samples, serve bread dipped in olive oil, slice some cheese, and a few fresh truffle pieces. The vibe is very down-to-earth, no fancy tables needed. Just sit outside, look at the green vineyards in front of you, sip wine, listen to stories about making wine, pressing oil, and how they keep the craft alive from generation to generation. If you like, you can buy a few bottles of wine, jars of olive oil or truffles to bring home, a real taste of Istria as a souvenir. By now, you're probably wondering, so how much does a Croatia trip cost? No need to guess. Below is a simple, clear, and realistic estimated cost table to help you start planning right now. Estimated costs. Croatia is not an overly expensive destination in Europe, so you can fully enjoy the blue seas, old towns, and hidden islands without worrying about wallet burnout. Each travel style comes with different spending levels. The key is to pick what suits your budget and still feel comfortable. Traveling Croatia isn't expensive if you know how to stay flexible. With $140 to $180 USD a day, you can stay in hostels or homestays, eat fast food or local diners, get around by bus or tram. At $200 to $260 USD a day, you can stay at a 3-hotel, eat at small restaurants, rent a car or book island tours for more freedom. Over $350 USD a day, You'll be comfortable in seaside resorts, enjoy fine dining, hire private boats for island hopping, food tours, or explore coastal towns in your own way. In short, with about 1,200 to 2,000 USD, you can explore Croatia for 7 days, enough to visit major cities like Zagreb, Split, Dubrovnik, stop by a few islands, and enjoy local food without breaking the bank. Culture, etiquette, things to know. Croatians are known for being friendly, chatty, yet politely reserved. They take pride in their Mediterranean culture mixed with Central European touches, relaxed but respectful of manners. To make your trip smoother, this short travel guide will help you avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. Things you should do. Respect religious spaces. When entering a church, dress properly. Cover your shoulders and take off your hat. Dress appropriately in old towns. Bikinis are for the beach. Don't wander around town or cafes in swimwear. Embrace cafe culture. Croatians love to sit at cafes for a long time, sip coffee, and chat. Don't rush in and gulp your drink standing. Slow down and enjoy like a local. Carry small change. At restaurants and cafes, a light tip of 5–10% is a polite way to show you're happy with the service. Things you should avoid. Don't dig deep into the Yugoslav War. For many Croatians, it's still a sensitive memory. Avoid bringing up politics or regional divides unless you really know what you're talking about. Don't speak too loudly. Even though they're open and warm, locals like to keep things quiet in old towns, cafes, or on public transport. Don't litter. Along beaches, islands, or national parks, cleanliness is a shared habit. Pick up your own trash like a mindful traveler. We've just explored Croatia through the lens of a travel documentary. Not just the blue seas and red-roofed old towns, but also clear itineraries, realistic costs, and authentic experiences for those who love to travel independently. Croatia isn't a place to just check in and leave. This is a journey where you can wander Dubrovnik's old streets, listen to the sea organ in Zadar, kayak to a hidden island, or sip Plavac Mali wine on an Istrian hillside. Beautiful seas, a slow pace, and peaceful corners. These are what will make you want to come back again. This is a detailed travel guide video for anyone planning a trip to Croatia. If you want to go independently, save money, and explore like a local, then this is the complete travel documentary for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss our next journeys. Honest, clear trips that stay close to real experiences.